Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Rogue Trader playthrough, where if you remember last time, we dealt with a few bits and pieces, but mostly dealt with Idara having a few issues. And while we're here, I'm going to have a chat with a few people, because a few of our people, we've got a few quests. While we're on our ship, we're going to have a chat with a few of our companions, our retinue even, because we've got some quests still to do. So, Jet, greetings. I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and explain your strange words of a cultist on footfall. Yes, I remember. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the Sacred Warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray to the relic before I bare my soul. Of course. Okay. So we go back to the blessed warrants room. Argenta drops to her knees, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked upon the sweeping signature on the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper. Unless one knows whose hand left the mark and whose blood is on the paper. If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou seest a flaw of all of mine, burn me. With flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest a plea of mine, bless me. With wrath of fury of righteousness. Argenta's voice is sonorous, as if made for singing hymns and prayers, but now she cannot seem to catch her breath, so overwhelmed with emotion. Is she? What's so funny about all this is, if you know the lore, the Emperor didn't want to be praised. He had wanted nothing to do with gods, or people following gods, or looking at people as gods. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to the servants of thine, and ruin to foes of thine, a fate of terror and righteousness. Upon finishing, she closes her eyes and remains silent for a long time, with her head raised high. Slowly, like the first licks of flame in a campfire, a smile blossoms on her lips. When Argenta finally opens her eyes, they are alight with uncanny resolution. Rogue Trader, we need to talk. Or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth. The truth about how I ended up on the Theodora von Valentius' ship and the cultists we encountered on Footfall. I am listening. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story, and you'll see why, Argenta pauses. In the beginning, it is easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving at the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here. Only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by the Reverend's mission, because I can't say his name, and no one was trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects and worships the Emperor. That's when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of the divine will. In a way, Argenta falters, searching for words. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest. A feral world, always away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. I've never even heard of such a planet. Does it belong to the dynasty? Yes! Now the planet is yours by right. But it is not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it was lost. I will explain in due time. Please continue. The description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very familiar to a world from an ancient legend. The legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Her voice grows reverent. Argenta, the living saint. She is my patroness. The Order named me after her. She died millennia ago, when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. but even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes, or her holy relic, the one star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saints' remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came to me. I would where Saint Argenta's of the world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts, and suddenly I, myself named after a saint, came across this information. I realised at that moment that it was important that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. So I asked Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on my personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Salus Prime. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was important, revealed to me personally, you can see. I told the Reverend Hieronymus the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage that emboldened my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I laid my hands on the remains of the relic, it would have been a sign that I had truly been blessed by the saint's favour. If you were the only one who realised, yeah, I'm glad you understand me. I had been called, and thus my business was mine alone. I imagine Theodora was thrilled by the prospect. Lady Theodora lent her assistant. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her. What happened next? Defeat. The ship's augurs failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this, though. According to legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscene clues and descriptions of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tales, and I was certain that I had found my way to the ship. And then we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic shrine on Footfall, something about ways, doors, please, addressed to some lord, the edge of daybreak. They were the same words spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished, and all those honest, brave people I led to search for the relic. It was all only by a miracle that I didn't perish alongside them. I didn't connect these events. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Conrad's betrayal. What if these are all links to the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of Von Valentius' servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet? No need to blame yourself. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Conrad, on the other hand, he sympathised with me when I first came on board. He helped me arrange the audience with Theodora, and supported me in my efforts to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagined the vulture must have figured out it was something important, something related to the holy faith of the Imperium. And that's why you didn't trust me before. Yes, rogue trader. Argenta looks you in the eye. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colours as the servant of the arch enemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of the cultists, and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, so I studied you and looked for seeds of corruption. And what did you find? A woman who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped me eradicate the cultists on footfall. Although my opinion of you started to change even before that. Back when you agreed to talk to the orphans at my request. A leader who is willing to honour those who laid down their lives for them. To take care of their children. Is a leader who inspires trust. And the way you acted in that moment. Do you remember? The young man whose grief and confusion had driven him to insolence. You didn't turn a blind eye to his misdeed. You chose the right words and showed him the path to redemption. It was harsh but necessary. Like the Emperor's truth. Like bitter medicine that helps. I was really nice to him. Helps stick. I learned much about you in that moment, rogue trader. Oh, how did you survive? A woman who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped me eradicate the cultists on footfall. Argenta smiles. This is okay. Although my opinion of you started to change even then. Okay, I'm going around in circles. Ah, yes, I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again. I insisted on going back to Salus Prime to defend the relic from the heretics. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the old routes to the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. As if there could be anything more important. In any event, the route was lost. All knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead. The data that we collected in the cultist shrine on footfall. I don't care what that reprobate we executed said. There must be a way to track them down. Tell me, rogue trader, would you help me with my undertaking? If it's important to you, I will help. So be it, rogue trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will, marked by his whole own hand, I vow I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned and the heretics punished. Okay. Lots of talking. Blah. I'm very dyslexic, so I do apologise if I occasionally, fall over things. Henry, let's have a look at my missions, my companion quests. So, Henrik's and Jay. Let's talk to my interrogator. You wanted to discuss your mission? Yes, but not here. Nobody wants to talk here. Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain the reason for my return aboard your ship. I welcome a chance to assist the Inquisition. Lord Captain, your euphemism is commendable. To business then, the cult of the final door. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Koronus Expanse and instigate crimes against the throne of humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my own observers on the capital of your domain. Why would Ordo Xenos? So he's Ordo Xenos. You are well versed in how the Inquisition is organised, yet initially our arrival in the Koronus Expanse was dictated by the need to fight Xenos. But there is more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialisation. Perhaps I will be able to reveal the full truth someday. I mean, we saw Druki ships, so when the star disappeared. Chaos cult in my protectorate. Henrik's, you're laying an accusation against my dynasty. Chaos treads softly, Jet. The main danger of secret cults and sects is that they are like seeds. They can remain in the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny, until an opportunity to sprout, grow, and bear monstrous fruit presents itself. The emergence of the cult on one rogue trader's planet does not mean the dynasty's head herself is a chaos worshipper. Having said that, it would be noted that Theodora von Valentius was famous for her loose interpretation of the freedom granted by the warrant. A bloodline can be stained by ancestral transgressions. If it is indeed so, it is in your best interest to do whatever necessary to redeem. Sod you, Henriks. Yeah. He showed lenience. That is correct. I should show greater tolerance for the mistakes of a newly appointed rogue trader. To be frank, I am surprised the Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul, of mind, even in someone who recently gained the burden. What else? The rogue trader should deliver me to a system that contains the industrial world, Kiva Gamma. Then I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning and how it intends to use the resources. Okay. Basically, we need to get there relatively quickly. I will be frank. The answer to the question is unlikely to please either of us. The machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and destruction. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. Why is position fallen on there? Disjointed pieces of data that finally merged into a single picture. Additionally, not long ago, a vessel from the world arrived on footfall. The reports from the crew were confused and alarming, making me fear a planet-wide rebellion. We met a Chaos Marine on Ricard Minoris. Do we risk running into his brothers? I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later, Jet. Chaos Marines siding with the cultists. Very, very bad news. I mean, he kicked my butt around the place, yeah. Most likely they kept away until recently, pulling their puppet strings from a respectable distance. These traitors seldom show up alone. The best we can do is count on having to deal with just a squad of Chaos Marines in the Koronus Expanse, not an entire company. A company turning up in one place would kick our butts. I don't let anyone... Okay, good to know. Let me put it this way. You may think whatever you want of me, but our goal is not to hinder you. I am here to help you in your fight against the foes. Okay. Thank you for sparing your time. He says that. He's still an Inquisitor. And let's go to speak to Jay, who will be much more business-oriented, I suspect. Jay smiles. Allow me to thank you again for helping me with my cargo, Shireen. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily. What business did you want to discuss? Oh, Shireen, did I manage to spark your interest? Allow me to invite you to a more private... Oh, what a surprise. Shireen, the Exalted One himself brought us together. The Emperor, I think, yeah. The day you crossed Vladimir's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave his blessing for its return. Do you know what people on my world will say when such a thing happens? What is gained is to be shared with your neighbour. She pointed at the containers in front of us. One contains a polished Eldari rifle. I thought it looked Eldari. And the other holds an ornate sword. I am sharing what I've gained with you. Ooh, nice. Eldari rifle placeholder. A truly wonderful gift. I accept it with gratitude. I knew you would appreciate Xenos' mastery for their craft. So, the matter I wanted to discuss with you is related to my business. You know I sell Xeno artifacts of interest to Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well. My network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, I hit a wall. Rivals, envious of my success. Falco especially. I am certain the theft of my cargo was his doing. I can never predict what the Ashmag will do next. And with the Imperium's authority, maybe fragmented in the Expanse, I could crack down on people of... it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment. You wish to use me. Exalted one forfend. Could such a lowly servant of the Emperor use the Radiant Beareth warrant like some kind of tool? The other way round, however. If rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum, I could become a official trade representative to the Imperium. Imagine it. A little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against the Ashmag schemes. Okay. And the best part of it all is it will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Planus and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me that the palace is located on Darganus, your capital world. It sounds simple enough. I will help. Oh, Exalted One, bless you. I couldn't find better business passer. Friendship is a gift from the Exalted One. We must cherish it. And you will have no complaints about our friendship, Shireen. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relationships with. The severe Drusians, the hot-headed Abilica. Ooh. The Adeptus Mechanicus. Not a problem, Shireen. I will have my people put out good words for you in the right circles. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel towards darkness. Whatever. It sounds almost majestic as a warrant of trade. Okay, so she wants me to get her stuff. Let's have a look at the stuff she gave me. Ooh, it's not as good as what I've got. No, I'm saying that. The additional hit chance is good. It's got good penetration. Oh, I can't wear that. But again, it's not as good as what I've currently got. Ha! That's quite funny, actually. She gave me stuff which isn't as good as what I already have. Okay, back to the Koronus Expanse map, I suspect, then. Do, 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 do. Lift music while we load, hopefully. Let's save. So this is Janus, our world. Sure, last time I had ways of expanding that way, but yeah. Oh, this is my place. Warp travel. Let's have a look at it once we get here, because this is one of my planets now. To colony management. Lord Captain, the situation of Foulstone requires your attention. A pilgrim has publicly declared that since Drusus sends him revelations in his dreams, there are undocumented reports claiming that he has performed miracles. For as long as the authenticity of his prophet remains verified, Perilous Hereticus has denied him entry into the temple of the order. Oh, it remains to be verified with a hammer. Meanwhile, the young man preaches in the streets, gathering his own flock. His Eminence, Cardinal of Foulstone, has privately shared his doubts regarding the prophet's legitimacy. He believes he is a nuisance and can pose dangers to the subjects and should be subjected to a trial of faith. Such trials are known to result in the contender's death. What do we know about him? Tibo Hike, Void Builder of Riverfall. He prefers to be called Brother Pure Voice. Opinion of my advisors: to listen to the people, give the working grunt a go. The people listen to him. Give him a gorgeous palace, some servants, provide him every conceivable pleasure, and then his sermons will be the voice of not just a saint, but you as well, Shireen. Okay. False prophets in the street are a common occurrence. Their sermons breed turmoil and acts of disobedience. The archenemy's lies take on many guises. I can tell who that is. Argenta. True advocates are rare. Most preachers conduct with safe, are ambitious liars. I kind of like Jay's one. Oh no, so saintly pet. There we go. We'll see what happens. The pure voice prophet tasted a life of luxury and was so intoxicated that it will become soft and pliable in the road trader's hands. As a sign of his appreciation, he led a mission of pilgrimage to the Lord Captain's ship and blessed it personally. Okay. Nice! That worked quite well. So I can't afford any of these yet. Project of good things. Good tidings. Yeah, I need more stuff before I can do anything. Here we go. It was discovered in one of the smaller vats of Engine Hall 5, which should have been filled with wastewater. Indeed contained liquid that looked like blood. Oh, lovely. You always get something when you go through. Okay, so we are on Janus. Lord Captain. Lord Captain. According to telemetry parameters, the system matches those of Telecos Epsilon, home of the agri-world Janus that belongs to the Hon Valencius dynasty. We have received a Vox message from the planet. The agri-world's governor officially welcomes the rogue trader and reports that she has begun preparations for a formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. Your subjects are looking forward to your visit. Let's scan this place. Hopefully get some more materials. Or just some stuff. There we go. Because some of this stuff I definitely don't need. I wish I could just drop some of these. Okay, that'll do for now. Let's scan this place before we head to Janus. There we go. Ooh. Lady Theodora love frozen worlds. Okay. Okay, let's make landfall. Who do you want to take with us? I don't want to take Cassia. We'll take Dara. I'm going to leave Jay and take Pascal as well. Take my usual party, basically. There's a reason I'm taking Pascal with me, but you'll find out. I'm going to try and bounce them around. Obviously, Abelard. We'll always have Abelard or Henrix, because they are my tanks. Or both. But always at least one of them with me. Oh god, somebody's about to speak to me publicly. Remember what happened last time. That looks like an Eldar, guys. I know what's happening. I've played the alpha, and if you've watched, you kind of know what's going to happen. Vitenza Viat, a lavishly dressed noblewoman in opulent silk gown, watches you. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house Viat Aram. My name is Vitenza Janus Viat Amnon of Koronus. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of the rogue trader Theodora von Valentius, I serve as planetary governor and Imperial Commander-in-Chief of this world. And greetings to you, noble Wezeran. It has been years since your last visit to Janus. I am glad to see you again. It is a good sign when a rogue trader's seneschal does not visit a subject planet for a long time. Isn't that correct, Lady Viet? It means the governor is taking care of all matters, and there should be no need of the seneschal to interfere. I hear praise in those words, and I thank you for them. In truth, your arrival in place of the esteemed Lady von Valentius is quite unexpected. Theodora is dead. I am now the head of a dynasty. Such tragic news. I will see to it that the planet observes a month of mourning. For Janus! Nope. So the Eldar just saved me. Again, the cutscenes are a bit better now than they were in Alpha, where I thought they were shooting at me.
Close ranks.
Okay, I can't move, so let's just start the battle. Ouch,
Just
ouch,
a
ouch, ouch,
minor
ouch,
setback.
ouch. Yeah,
Focus,
thanks, mate.
Kellogg's.
You literally shot us more than them. Oh, so it makes one of the sides of them more likely to take... Yeah, I'm not a fan of the assassin. We'll see what other things it gives me later on, but it feels a bit... meh.
There is movement
And this one's
in the
free as
Imperium.
well.
What?
Yeah, so at the beginning of
that
each
you?
combat, the hunter's free
Or-
charge to hunt down prey. This ability can be used any number of times per turn, as long as the hunter has charges. The hunter consumes one charge from a prey to inflict prey status. Yeah.
Will do.
So basically, each person I
Anything
kill
else?
with it gives me a buff.
On it. Will do.
There we go. Ballard. Charge
At
this
your
guy,
beck and
please.
call. I took care of this one. Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust.
Nope. Here comes some more. Pascal, move forwards.
Algorithm. Running binaric override.
So I don't actually need to use them all at once.
My vow is to serve.
Nice, but that buffs me for the rest of combat, so. Buff our weapons, there we go.
Comprehends all.
Naturally. All reckoning is due. Alas, no. For the throne's
And let's
glory.
break his leg. With magic.
I refuse. Faith without deed, none can escape the
That'll
Emperor's
do.
judgment. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. In
Oh.
thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. This is unacceptable.
Lots of free attacks.
Doubt is for the weak.
That's everyone I can hit. I could have possibly hit him, actually. I think Henrik's will be okay. If not, I don't really care. Oof. Henrik's, you're making friends, I see.
Throne take you.
Oh, he really is.
I won't go down easy.
Okay, there's more of them than I thought. Fine, everything's fine. Ah! Okay. I've not actually had a chance to use any of my clues. Oh, at least he didn't shoot us all this time. As
They who
much.
discern the future on the battlefield. Anything else? No can do. Will do. What an
There
unfortunate
we
turn
go.
of fate.
Follow my lead.
Ooh, I think it's time to charge. Do?
Advancing. Running binary. I venerate you, machine spirits. Request denied.
Don't know. There we go. He can put some clues on people.
Nothing stands against me.
Nicely.
I'll see our foes obliterated. The Emperor is on our
Oh,
side.
whoops.
Let's see to it. I'm done with this one. I won't object to it.
Do very nicely.
God,
Argenta,
Emperor,
just be a
move
bit careful
through
with these shots,
me. Be
please.
the fire in my heart. I will
I'm not
not.
going to waste her shots there, because, yeah. Hello. Goodbye. How did I only have an 8% chance to hit? I mean, I still hit, but... Come on! Whew.
What is this foreboding? But of course.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At
There
your
we
beck
go.
and call.
Let's take them out.
Explorators know one route. Forward. Damage is negligible.
Yeah, I just managed to shoot my own people, didn't I? God damn it.
More trouble than it's worth. I won't do that. Naturally.
There we go. Estate Warden. Your ladyship, Emperor preserve us. Are you alright? I'm fine. Where did the governor go? The governor is safe, protected by walls and wardens. Why did she get saved? I'll find my own way there. Stand aside. Right, all to cargo, but I'll keep some stuff out. I think we've already got stuff like that, so that's all going to go in here. Okay, and let us level up. I mean, I guess I'm going for that, as I have a choice of that, or that. I'm clicking on the wrong one, that's why it's confusing me. Ooh. So, abilities. Death Whisper. The assassin makes an attack that doesn't count towards the limit attacks per turn. And doesn't block the movement. The assassin becomes elusive for least priority target. Killing edge, the assassin grants 40% dodge. Lethal breeze. I think Death Whisper. I want to unlock more weapons. Let's learn more about Xenos. Okay. Cull the Bold. The Hunter gains mastery, increase that. Join the pack. Hunter inflicts trail. Piercing shot. There we go. You can get some Imperium. Honestly, I'm probably not going for the best here, guys. This isn't my favourite sort of thing, so... Wall of Rockcrete buffs all allies. Yep. Let's up his demolition. Wall of Rockcrete. And Law of a Warp. There we go for him. Ooh. No, I like that. Foreboding. And Warp Law. And you... Piercing shot once again. And you can get awareness. There we go. Okay, guys. That, with us having landed on Janus and dealt with our being attacked as we landed somewhere, it's becoming a thing, is where I am going to leave it for now, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this playthrough. Please do like and subscribe if you are. And as always, of course, an extra special thank you to our channel members and patrons. That's Monsters Abound, Philip F, Nose, Andrew T, Protaru, Brandon, Space Ace 475, Coding Monster, Jason F, Egg, and Jared Horn. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Cheers all.